Milan,
where high fashion meets rich history and every street is bursting with life. It's our first time here and we've only got 48 hours to experience it. Milan often gets a really bad rap for being just a big city in Italy, but Milan's got stories to tell and we're here to drink it all in. Let's get tipsy, y'all. Just stepped off the train in Milan and this place is huge. It's incredible.
Milan has a metro station, so we made our way underground to the metro so that we could get to our hotel for the weekend. We stayed at the Urban Hive Hotel, but we'll tell you more about it tomorrow.
We are heading to our aperitivo reservations for tonight.
We popped back on a metro and headed back towards the central station.
Welcome to Milano Centrale. Opened back in 1931, it's a beautiful mashup of styles with hints of Art Deco, Art Nouveau, and a little bit of Neo-Renaissance thrown in. Think big marble columns, towering staircases, and sculptures that make you feel like you're stepping into a museum, not a train station. Milano Centrale connects Milan to pretty much everywhere. Whether you're hopping on a train to go to another Italian city or taking an international train to places like Paris or Zurich, with 24 platforms, this place is always buzzing and there's plenty to explore before you board. Think shopping, restaurants, and even an entire mall in the basement. So whether you're just passing through or you're gearing up for your next adventure, Milano Centrale, it's an iconic part of the Milan experience. This bar was number 38 of the top 50 bars in the world, and we are going right now. Located near Centrale Stazione, this spot is a fusion of three distinct concepts: a Tapa Bistro, experimental restaurant, and a cocktail bar. So let's start with Tapa Bistro. This is where you'll find small, elevated plates inspired by Spanish, French, and American cuisines. But if you're looking to really step it up, check out Moebius Sperimentale, the fine dining side of things. In fact, they just received their first Michelin star in 2025, so you know it's serious about delivering a next level dining experience. Now let's talk about the cocktail bar. Ranked number 38 on the world's 50 best bars of 2024, we couldn't pass it up, so we grabbed a reservation for an aperitivo. There's a 10-foot bottle rack holding over 300 bottles behind this bar, which is impossible to miss. As for the drinks, they definitely don't mess around here.
So I got the shochu margarita. It's a little bit warmer out of late, and so I went with something a little bit different than I normally get. Japanese inspired, so there's shochu in it, which is a Japanese liquor, with the mezcal instead of just straight tequila. See how it is? It was very different, not a typical margarita whatsoever. It is very floral and fruity, but fresh and refreshing on a hot day. Really good.
I got the apples and capers. So my drink is rum, vermouth, apples. It does have a little bit of capers. This wash right here, it is a custard that is vegan. It is so different. Okay, so the top part tastes like a dessert, but the bottom part is boozy and apple-y, but it's like so light and it's citrus and it's refreshing. I don't think I've ever had anything quite like this.
Round two is a Negroni, but not just any Negroni. They call it a seed Negroni, and there's this like pumpkin seed, I think, on top of it. Oh, very different from a standard Negroni. Like not as bitter. That panna kind of levels it out a little bit.
I got the toasted highball, and y'all, it has bourbon shochu, which is a Japanese liqueur, hazelnut, coconut water, and bubbles. Holy wow. This tastes like Christmas morning. It is toasty and it's absolutely scrumptious.
My turn. Wow. It really is Christmas morning, yeah. It's really good.
Highly, highly recommend this spot. Wow.
That was an unforgettable aperitivo at Moebius.
The little snacks that they brought were so good. So you definitely need reservations.
But the night is not over just yet. So we are off to Il Mannarino Tenca for dinner. It's just a very short walk down this block here. It's a butcher shop turned restaurant and offers a very unique dining experience that meat lovers are not going to want to miss. Il Mannarino Tenca combines a traditional butcher shop with a cozy dining area, which allows you to really choose your cut of meat directly from the counter, and then they cook it right behind there in the kitchen. The ambiance here is warm, it's welcoming, it's rustic charm. It really makes you feel right at home.
Guys, it's like 8 o'clock, so it's not like it's really early. This is usually like a pretty popular time in Bologna. This is a ragu. It smells delightful, and I wish I could send you guys this smell because it smells so good.
For dinner tonight, we got two different things, main courses at least. We got a controfiletto here that's cooking on this top in front of us. And then and I'll show it to you here, a salsiccia with finocchio, so fennel. Delicious. The steak was great. It's already gone. Everything's been very good. Highly recommend.
Dinner was totally not touristy. We were the only ones in the entire restaurant that were speaking English, or should I say broken Italian. It was so good. We definitely don't have anything like that we have found yet in Bologna. We're still kind of exploring all the different food scenes there, but this was really, really good. And now we're going to go ahead and do a passeggiata, which is Italian for like a walk, and see if we can get into one more place before we head home for the evening. Also, it's 9:15. Look at the sky behind me. 9:15. It is so light out. Believe it or not, Milano has a very big speakeasy scene, and we're trying to go get into one. We actually have the password this time. We had to answer 2 separate riddles. This bar is called White Rabbit, and it's just this little storefront, looks like a cafe. They ask if you know the password, and now they're going to see if they have room for us. We're just gonna grab a drink. They have a live show that starts at 10, and they have all of these other fun things that happen throughout the night. For a country that didn't actually have prohibition, they nailed this. Grazie. Grazie. Thank you. Grazie. What do you think?
That was great. Like you said, they absolutely nailed the vibe of the speakeasy. Drinks were great too. Live singer in there, just singing like old-timey songs. Smokey in there even too. Well done.
So my drink was so unique. It was a vodka-based drink, the most refreshing basil, and it was served with bruschetta, and it was so good. Chris's drink.
It was a Negroni take, but it had balsamic vinegar on it, and it was served with a Parmesan chip on the side, which I loved.
You didn't share the chip with me. That place, solid 10 out of 10. We are going to get in bed. We're going to sleep. We are going to start fresh again tomorrow. Good night. As you can see, this room is perfect for our time here in Milan. We actually worked with Alex from Fora Travel to help us find this place, and I have to say, we're really impressed by how he listened to our needs. Initially, he came to us with a few options, but when we told him the location wasn't right, we went back to the drawing board and found something that really worked for us. It's nice to know that a travel advisor can adjust their recommendations based on your feedback to make sure everything aligns with what you're looking for. Working with Alex definitely has some perks. It's cool little add-ons for each individual hotel that we looked at that changed, but were really unique to working with him. So here at this hotel, we got an automatic late checkout at 1 p.m. We had a welcome treat in our room. We have a $20 credit that we can use at the cafe downstairs. And these are things that we wouldn't have normally gotten had we not gone through Alex. We highly recommend Alex to see how he can help you tailor your next trip. His link is in the description below. We have gotten cleaned up, we're changed, we are heading out for the day. We don't have anything planned until later tonight, but there was some markets that I had found in all my research, so we are popping on a metro to go to the market. That was a lot, and that was just one block of it, and there are multiple blocks. So this seemed to be all clothing and like home stuff. This section starts with plants, and I see some other home goods stuff, so we're just gonna keep going. I knew this was large and gonna be crowded, but this is crazy. Organized chaos, I think is how I would describe this. So, what'd you find? All right, we are getting out of the market area. So many people, so lively, really cool. But now we're gonna go do something maybe a little more touristy, and then we need to figure out what we want for lunch.
Castello Sforzesco is a massive medieval fortress right in the heart of Milan, and it's basically a time machine just wrapped in beautiful red brick.
Built in the 15th century by the powerful Sforza family, who were kind of a big deal in Milan, this castle started as a military fortress and eventually turned into a palace.
Over the centuries, it's been attacked, rebuilt, renovated, and now it stands as one of the city's most iconic landmarks.
What's cool, it's not just a pretty exterior. Inside, it's home to multiple museums and art collections, including works from Michelangelo, Leonardo da Vinci, and Donatello.
If you're into history, art, or just really impressive architecture, you'll definitely want to carve out some time to explore this place.
We're hungry. We're gonna go find some food. We don't really want to do a big formal sit down because tonight's dinner, we're gonna do that. We're going to go head to a food hall. So we came to lunch at Il Mercato Centrale. It's actually in the train station, sort of. But we came back here because we'd gone to the same version of this in Florence. And you can actually check that out in this video here. But this place is even bigger than the one in Florence, or at least it feels bigger based off the layout. Literally anything that you could possibly want is here. They had poke, they had sushi, we got dumplings, tons of different types of sandwiches and pizzas. I got a salad because I'm pretending to be healthy. And they got cafes, they got enoteca, they got all sorts of stuff here. This is a great stop-in. If you're coming to Milan and you are looking to have like an easy, quick bite to eat before a train, this probably wouldn't be it because you get overwhelmed with all of the different choices there are. But if you have some time and you're in the station or you're looking for a food hall, I would recommend this place. So after this, I think we're gonna head back to the hotel and siesta for a little bit. And unfortunately, it is our last night here. We were only here for a quick weekend trip, but we got some really cool things planned. See you after the siesta. We are on the metro. We're going to be heading down towards the Navigli neighborhood for drinks and dinner tonight.
So we're here in the Navigli neighborhood here in Milano. It actually looks a lot like Venice, and very much like the Cannaregio neighborhood in Venice that we were at in this video here. Really fun. There's, just huge walkways here with bars and restaurants lining it, people watching.
We're heading to one of the city's worst kept secrets, Backdoor 43. Now, when we say this is one of the most unique spots in Milan, we're not exaggerating. Backdoor 43 holds the title of being the smallest cocktail bar in the world, and trust me, it's as cool as it sounds. This place is hidden in plain sight, so don't expect a big flashy sign or anything special. It's small, like really, really small, like 13 square feet small. Now it's a reservation only, and this spot is limited, literally, to only 4 seats. We weren't lucky enough to snag a reservation, but we are going to be ordering from their takeaway menu at the window. You step into literally just like a door area, like a space for where a door would open, and there's this little cutout, and you have a very limited menu, and it actually says you can't deviate from the cocktail menu. It's not the secret cocktail, which means you trust the bartender. It's literally what it said. I hate to say this. It tastes like kind of a watered down Negroni. Like, I don't know how else to explain it. It has a little bit of bitter, but it's really light and refreshing, which is good because the sun has come out and it is warm here right now.
And I got a gin and tonic from the smallest bar in the world. It's a little bit warm today, so this is a really refreshing drink to have as we walk along this canal.
For dinner, we went with a 3-course blind tasting menu at 28 Posti. We lucked out with a table overlooking the kitchen, and we got to watch each dish come together right in front of us, which made it even more fun. And every plate was a surprise and beautifully presented and seriously delicious. We started with a couple glasses of natural wine and waited, not so patiently, to see what would come out next.
So this bread is with Sicilian flour, and that butter is smoked.
The appetizer was the most amazing eggplant, followed by this sensational seafood-based pasta with fish broth, red peppers, tomatoes, and turnips.
This is a grilled white fish, white asparagus, clams, fermented peas, and beans with burnt herb oils.
We've never had anything quite like it, and needless to say, this absolutely blew our mind. After the main, we were given some sorbet before diving in to the most extraordinary dessert. sheep ricotta ice cream, capers, lemons, and deliciousness.
Wow.
Wowzers. Highly recommend.
3-course, we did the surprise menu. The food was so good, I had to have dessert, which was worth every single bite. I told Chris I wanted to have 5 more plates of dessert, but it was just phenomenal.
What she said was she's mad she shared with me.
I did actually. I mean, it was really good. We're gonna head back to the road at the canal. We're gonna see what's going on, but we have an early morning tomorrow. We have something booked that we have to get up kind of early for, so we're probably not gonna get another drink tonight. We're gonna head back to the hotel, and we'll see you bright and early tomorrow. Good morning. It is Sunday in Milan. It is our last day and we have an action-packed morning. We are finally going to Il Duomo. The plan is, because where we're staying, there's not really a good metro route. It actually would take you just as long on the metro as it would just to walk it. So we're gonna walk it, 20-ish minutes. Here we go.
As we're on this walk this morning, we were talking about dinner. So one of the things I was thinking about dinner was that I'm usually kind of wary of surprise tasting menus, especially when they're that expensive, because, you know, even though I feel like we're pretty adventurous when it comes to eating and drinking, when it's that expensive, you don't want to waste it. But I can say without a doubt, last night's dinner was amazing. Like, looking at the menu, we really weren't sure what we would get, but everything they paired was absolutely perfect. Here we are, about to step inside one of the most iconic cathedrals in the world, Il Duomo di Milano. And while we've seen countless pictures of this place, wow, it is really just hard to grasp how massive and intricate this place is until you're standing right here in front of it. From start to finish, it took nearly 600 years to build, starting all the way back in 1386. And trust us, it shows in every little detail, including the 3,400 statues and 135 spires. It isn't just any church, it's a masterpiece. So here's the deal. There are a few different ticket options depending on how you want to experience Il Duomo. We went for the combo stairs ticket, which gives us access to the church, the stunning terraces, and even Il Duomo Museum and the Church of San Gottardo. It's a great way to see everything in one go and really soak in the history of this place. If you're in a hurry or just want to skip the workout, there's also a lift combo ticket that gets you up to the terrace without the extra effort. But we decided to earn our next drink and climb the 250 steps to the terrace.
So we grabbed the first ticket of the day, and the option is to go to the church first or to go up first. We're going to go up first. Quick pro tip, if you're going to do the terrace first, it's actually on the left side of the Duomo. So if you're looking at it, go towards the left, past all the front entrances. It's a side entrance. We're doing it. I'm not gonna trip and fall this time like I normally do. Okay, so it's really just a box that does this. It's not awful. We made it to the top. Obviously, as you can see behind me, now there are 2 levels of terraces. So when you first come up, you walk along the bottom side, and you go up another set of stairs to get to the actual roof. It is quite busy, as you can see, and it's early, and this roof is radiating heat. So if you are coming in the summer, I highly recommend coming on a cloudy day, because it is toasty up here, even with the breeze. But it's incredible because you do get a very, very impressive view of Milano all around us. We can see all the way to the new buildings, and Chris and I were actually just talking about how this church has probably seen so many different styles of architecture in the city over the centuries. It's just absolutely astounding. Worth it, but just know there are going to be some people. I know Chris mentioned this outside, but the detail, one of the biggest perks of coming up here is that you get up close to the different spires. You can see all the statues. It's just astounding.
We made our way down off the roof, snapped a couple more photos before entering inside this incredible church. Inside the Duomo is a full-on sensory experience, echoing voices, camera clicks, and this overwhelming feeling of just how old everything is. The columns stretch up like stone forest, and the stained glass dates back to the 1400s. Fun fact, Napoleon was actually crowned King of Italy here in 1805. After all that grandeur, we were more than ready to grab a drink nearby.
It's time to dive into another Milanese institution, Camparino in Galleria. Located just outside of Il Duomo in the Galleria Vittorio Emanuele II, this bar isn't just a place to grab a drink, it's a piece of Milano's history. Founded in 1915 by the son of the inventor of Campari, Camparino quickly became a hub for Milan's intellectuals and creatives. Over the years, Camparino has witnessed Milan's evolution from wartime challenges to cultural renaissances. Today, it stands as a testament to the city's rich aperitivo tradition. In 2021, it was ranked among the world's best bars, solidifying its status on the global cocktail scene. So whether you're here for a classic Negroni or to soak in just the ambiance, Camparino offers a sip of Milan's storied past with every glass. Let's head inside and get a drink.
So as Chris mentioned, we popped in here for a drink. It is all Campari stuff. He's an absolute champ. It's 10:30 in the morning, so I chose not to do a drink. Chris decided to take one for the team, so thank you, my love. Chris got a Campari Sauce, which is a take on a spritz. It's basically just 1 part Campari and 3 parts spritz. But standing at the bar here is actually a little bit cheaper. It was only 9 euros for the drink, but if you were to sit down, it actually is like 13. This is the most iconic drink that you can get here, and he is enjoying it. There's even little snacks at the bar, so very happy we popped in. The Galleria is an iconic shopping gallery, one of the oldest in the world, and it's often called the living room of Milan. Opened in 1867, it's been a symbol of Milan's elegance and high society for over a century. The Galleria was built to connect the Piazza del Duomo with the Piazza della Scala, creating a stunning space filled with glass and iron architecture. Today, it's home to luxury boutiques, historic cafes, and art galleries that attract both locals and visitors alike. And it is crawling with people, so I would highly recommend bringing your patients when you arrive. We are going to escape these crowds, and we're gonna go find another drink. Chris already had one. We're now getting close to 11.
It's acceptable now.
Listen, our train isn't until 2 something, so we've got some time.
Sunday fun day.
So it is exactly 11 o'clock, so I don't feel as bad as we are drinking. When we sat down, everyone around us is literally eating breakfast. We had to ask if it was too early just to start drinking Prosecco. And he said, never too early to start drinking Prosecco. This is located in one of the hotels. You are paying for the view, as in any rooftop you ever go to, you always pay for the view. We don't even know how much the Prosecco cost. It wasn't even on the breakfast menu they offered us, but we did get nice little snacks with it. And honestly, you can't beat this view. It's gorgeous. Some thoughts around Milano. You know, I feel like it's taken us a full calendar year to get up here because we kept hearing reviews that like, oh, it's just a big city, you're not really missing anything, and I personally disagree with that. It is a totally different vibe than Bologna, and it's really refreshing for us. I think maybe Milano gets a really bad rap from tourists because they're coming to Italy and they're expecting to see something different. They're expecting this ancient, Rome Colosseum in Florence, the Duomo, like you're expecting something that looks like it's out of a storybook. And Milano is definitely architecture, it is fashion, but it's a city. So I think maybe that's why it gets a bad rap. But personally, I love it. I think it's great. And maybe this is coming from a different perspective and a different lens because I do live in Bologna now. I wish we'd come sooner.
Yeah, so like Sam said, it's a very big city, but because it's so big, it's so diverse. There's so many different little pockets and neighborhoods that you can explore that can give you a completely different vibe with just a short train ride or a short taxi ride. I think coming in with that perspective and that viewpoint, I think can change your experience here in Milan.
So if you want to go to that rooftop, here's the Duomo. You're going to look for the Glamour Hotel, and you want to go in there. Thanks for watching. It means the world to us that you are watching our videos and enjoying all of our fun, boozy adventures. And we have a bunch of fun stuff coming up, so make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the future videos. And if you're looking for more Italy content, check out this video here. Cheers, y'all.
Cheers.